It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see Nick Bolton, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Chiefs and the Bucs under the lights on Sunday night.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and, of course, a quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 11 carries, 60 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Bucs at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Touchdown! Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Our game here, Bucs and Chiefs, certainly one of the crown jewels of this 2022 NFL schedule. Of course, a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 55, Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl title, when his guys really outmanned the Kansas City team who came up short in their quest to go back-to-back. And you look at these two quarterbacks, Brady, just a legend of the game. Many say the GOAT. Mahomes, certainly you could say on a similar trajectory. And then we'd be remiss for not mentioning these two, of course, shared a Madden cover back in 2021. So this a hot ticket indeed here in Tampa. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes throw here into the hands of Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Hey, check it.
From the 41, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. But finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drive looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Mahomes. Caught on the slant. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first.
After almost signing with Kansas City last offseason, Juju Smith-Schuster actually left Pittsburgh for KC this year as a free agent. He'll be one of the top targets for KC's offense this year as he chases his...
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Brady now on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. They'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a third down and 3. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
41 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. But I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Mahomes.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Got his man complete. Moore.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete there to Moore.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Edwards-Helaire. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, that throw by Brady incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Again, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Brady now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
Hello. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going to be caught here, left side, Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Over the middle and complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. Brady and the Buccaneers here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield, here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Firing, and Julio Jones has it on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Otten. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here.
They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might... For this offense in the 2nd half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brady now on 1st down.
Complete right side to Otten.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Brady now on 1st down. He finds his target, Ebron. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw is Brady. And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This one taken in by Otten. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Outright and brought in by Moore.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here comes Cohen. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
On 1st down, Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score.
but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Chiefs value what Edwards-Helaire brings to a backfield group, both as a runner and a receiver. Average over 60 all-purpose yards per game for them across 10 contests. They know he can produce even more if he can stay healthy for the full season.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Kansas City, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back.